Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Against the Storm, where today we are about to reveal, you know what Hello viewers, I'm just gonna start again. Hello viewers, I'm SB, welcome back to Against the Storm, where today we are going to reveal the seal collector thing, and then we're gonna do the seals. We're not in a great shape on these. In particular, like, I don't think we have a lot of resolve gained from, or reputation gained from resolve, and we don't really have a lot of reputation gained from glade events, so we're gonna have to open up several more glades to be able to do that step. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried about where we're at here. I think we're probably gonna leave a human in the leadership role for the foreseeable future, because as much as I want more people, I'm absolutely worried that we're going to lose. So let's get our woodcutters on this. I mean, they're as on it as they can get, and I suppose we'll turn up the timer in just a second here. So we're good on housing. Housing is solid for right now, and in fact, I have an extra human house for some reason, probably because people left. We don't have tool production up yet. We should probably get tool production going. I definitely need to, we need to cut into this glade sometimes. We just need more space around the warehouse. But, opening up, getting a tool shop running is going to be critical to getting the reputation from glade events, probably, that we're going to need to pass that one step. We are working on porridge production. And we kind of just need money and stuff. Oh, the beacon tower. Right. I should absolutely remember to build the beacon tower, because that can be very helpful. Sother, what you got for me? He has increased clearance and drizzle duration, both of which are phenomenally good, I think. However, neither of which are affordable. Like, even a little bit. Yeah, even a little bit. We do have a crazy amount of copper ore. So if we can get some copper bars, if we can get the recipe for copper bars, we can build a lot of tools out of that. We can also, like I said, throw some copper down for roads. But honestly, I would probably rather just compress it into tools. We don't have buildings for our service needs just yet. But of course, boots and coats would be lovely to get if we can make this work. Like, what do we have that's valuable? Our scrolls are only worth 150. The answer is not very much. Do I have trade routes running that are going to... No, I have no trade routes running that are going to conclude within the duration of his stay. Well, we can get the boots easily enough. We might have to let the coats go. I could, of course, sell off a couple of wildfire essence. Gosh, it's definitely no longer as much of a slam dunk as it used to be, though, right? Like, the valuation changes really, really hurt. I think I'm just going to take the boots. And we'll see if we can't get a little bit of resolve from reputation, or the other way around. And then we'll turn the timer up, as we often do. Okay, chances of doubled yields for some people. Some people are getting their complex food on. Do we have haulers? We do. Okay, people are just being really slow. So we have some stuff here we can grab. Buildings using fertile soil produce 50% more goods. This effect lasts 3 seasons, including the current season, and must be active during planting. So I probably would want to, like, you would want to turn this on, like, during storm season, so that it's active for all of the planting season, I think. If I understand how the farms work correctly, because I think they do all their planting during... Right, during the storm, farmers plow fields to ensure chance of growing crops next year. Maybe I don't know how these work. Whatever, it's fine. We're not going to worry about it right now, is my point. Although I am a little concerned about our food value. But okay, yeah, the boots have pushed these guys over. So that's going to get us another point of reputation. Oh, right. The other thing I was going to do was try to get a reroll going, which is something I would want to do before Sother leaves. I mean, we're just not going to be able to afford a reroll. There's no way I'm getting 10 amber off of him. We're going to have to wait for the trade route to come back from the trading house. Other stuff we could sell. Do we love this? This is 0.9 plus 0.5. Yeah, I guess this is an okay deal. And then obviously I don't really want to sell a part. We can sell oil. That's not an amazing price. You know what? We'll probably hold off on that. Okay, so all we can do is just wait on this, which is a little frustrating. I guess I can run a road out to here. So we're low on food, but to be clear, we are producing porridge, right? Yeah, it's just we have a lot of people eating, is all. Continues to be a problem. Alright, let's see what this glade holds. Something cool, hopefully. It's a river kelpie, you know? Pretty cool, but sometimes also pretty dangerous. I have no problem just going for the plant fiber here, and I guess we may as well just run it now. It'll be active during the storm, but I don't care about that, I don't think. It's hard to imagine that being meaningful. Let's also move you back to... Where's like a nice bank of big trees? Yeah, over here. I'm trying to minimize the number of non-large trees that we have selected because we are like pretty close to a threshold here. When impatience goes up in a second, we're going to lose another 15 hostility, and I'd love to not gain any more if we don't absolutely have to. Alright, so we did find a stormwater geyser, which is not just a geyser, but probably the best kind of geyser. And I think we probably want to throw a cap on that as quickly as possible. Some sea marrow, which is fantastic. A large reed field, also a pretty great find. You would just be a random water geyser if we drove you off, but no, I mean we gotta go for the loyalty option, right? So, as much as this might be annoying, all right. First things first. Open or send 3 caches. Heart of the Forest on send caches does get you some natural progress on the next thing. It feels like it's pretty much always right, but you know, you have to be able to do it in order for it to be right. I don't love Plague of Snakes. Plague of Snakes is pretty bad news, actually. If we wait on you, you will just kill 2 villagers. I mean, I don't think there's a reason to wait. I think we have to go. And I am going to very, very briefly replace you with a harpy just so that they can run the Oh, right, I forgot that we have a timed order. Cuz that is going to screw up some things a little bit if we do open this up, but I think we probably want to. Yeah, all right. We may have some weird hostility issues, is all. That's fine. It's not like we've ever paid a terrible, terrible price for managing our hostility badly on one of these. All right, kids, get to it. Upgrade the mine for more ore. I would love to do that. Unfortunately, mine upgrades are very expensive, as I remember. Oh, but we have the stuff to make that happen. Okay, trade routes are still not for the appropriate things. Okay, we're still waiting for that to come back before we do the reroll. Right, as soon as the stuff is delivered to this guy, we're switching our firekeeper back, so I'm trying to keep an eye on that. We can go ahead and cash in Hasty Explorer. All those extra pipes we can put to good use here. That said, put to good use definitely doesn't mean anything close to 8 rain engines. Alright, so here we have some Fallen Frog Architects. We got an Explorer's Lodge for free, which is interesting. The Crown Chronicles is going to have an expected gain of 2 if we repair it, just because it itself is obviously a ruin. What's this Frog Architects thing? We'll get some blood flowers if we don't make it happen fast. And there's no downside to pay for a funeral. We just have to make it happen. We'll have enough amber even with a reroll, a blueprint reroll. So the question is just, can we produce some oil or some resin quickly? Did we end up picking up an oil production building? We haven't yet, but we're about to have a look at some blueprints. So we might be able to get that done. Even if we don't, it's not like the end of the world to have some blood flowers pop up. Also worth noting, dewberry bushes. Also worth noting, more farmland. This position is a little inconvenient in terms of like where the road's gonna be. As this is one of the benefits of the increased farmland size is we can put our farms down in spots that are better overall. Okay. So let's probably now move this back to where I thought I was going to have it. I mean, at this point we can afford to chop like a couple of trees. I'm trying to think, where does it make the most sense? What I want to do is clean up a bunch of space over here, right? That's a little, I guess, yeah, let's leave it in place, and I'm going to open up a little bit of the room around here, but it's not awesome. After we've done this, we may want to focus on a large group of trees for a while. Okay, anyway, food. Pretty desperate, actually. Do we have... So we don't have the large herbalist camp. It's an upgrade that's potentially worth pursuing. We're about to have all of the harvest come in, though, so that's going to help with things a lot. Okay, all of your stuff has been delivered, so let's replace the harpy with you. You guys are running the mines, so that's fine. We only actually have one builder, which is a little annoying. Okay, 3 seconds on that. Means we can now take one reroll here, and it really does have to be just one. Okay, I mean, a druid's hut's not bad. Oil plus coats. Yeah, I'll take that. And then copper bars and pie? Yes, humans and frogs have an overlap on pie. I think that's pretty compelling. We do need a place to do religion. We do need upgraded herbalist camp. And right now, we don't have a luxury building that we can construct within range of the hearth because we won't be able to move the Crown Chronicles thing. But I think I'm going to take the upgraded herbalist camp because I do think we're a little desperate for food incomes at the moment. So let's go ahead and build this up out here if we can. Not that we have the people to be able to afford to run that anyway. there's 213 left on that. So we're gonna have this event running for the entirety of the storm season. That's a little scary. Okay, so they've opened up some more building areas near the main. I don't want them to be cutting too far away from. Yeah, I guess over here is still fine. I don't want them to be cutting too far away from home, but also or too far away from the main warehouse. But we do need to be working on these larger trees. So we're getting value without increasing hostility even further. Alright, building a furnace, probably a good idea. The furnace does not need to be particularly close to the hearth. Just keep it over here. Yeah, it's outside hearth space. It is a little bit of a shame to have only one builder right now. This, okay, uses drizzle water. Do we have, okay. We probably don't need 2 people on this anymore. And honestly, this is probably, well, whatever. I'm not going to touch that too much just yet. But we can free up one more person to run around and move stuff. We don't actually need to mess with this. I'm going to go ahead and cut the favor. I'd like for favoring to come off cooldown right about as the storm starts, so that we have the ability to jump in and fix things if things need to be fixed. Okay, this is a pretty good deal, and we get a bunch of plant fiber each year with the harvests, so we can afford to be pretty aggressive with our plant fiber. Like, I think this is a fine thing to do. We also have some brick. This is a pretty good price for brick, so I think I'll do that as well. Keep things running. We got to hit those standing levels. Okay, so how bad are our resolve problems? Honestly, they could be worse. This is not nearly as bad as I thought they were going to be. That said, obviously they are devastatingly awful. So, it is very bad, to be clear. So, but without the -5, like, we would probably be able to get the frogs to okay. They're part of the problem with the frogs is they're just not eating. We have run out of boots. It was a little awkward. The timing on that's not very good. I could maybe have had them wait, you know. Alright, the Stonecutter's camp is out of nodes. I am going to put the Stonecutter's camp back to work over here, but I think I might free up these frogs for the moment. How do I want this to be shaped? I guess we can do this. And they can just cross the farm fields. That's fine. Okay. Sorry. So yeah, I might want to, like, we don't necessarily need the sea marrow right now. We're doing fine on that. So let's pull y'all off to be builders during the storm season. Is there anything at all that I can do about our unhappiness levels? We're not in a position where favoring helps anybody. We have a couple of buildings that we could we have enough pipes to drop buildings. I guess you know what I do in fact have pipes to drop buildings in or to drop raid engines in 8 buildings right now, but I don't think that's necessarily a good way to solve this. And in any case, you know, we'd just be waiting on the next line anyway, right? But we do have pipes that we could drop in a couple of buildings and then push the appropriate comfort engines if I wanted. Like, this is a building where I will want a rain engine. And if I turn up the comfort wheel right now, that'll get our humans north of miserable. This one's gonna want a rain engine. With the geyser, we may as well turn that all the way up, and that'll help a little bit with the frogs, but we have so many frogs, unfortunately. At this point, we could favor the frogs over, and then we could... Oh, now that pulls the humans under, too. I was going to say, because, like, we're going to lose harpies. There's no way around that. This is definitely the season for the Song of Hope, I believe. Hostility decreased by 100%. This might be... You know what? Let me hit the Miracle of Peace here. And then we can also Song of Hope. Just try to keep our momentum going. I don't think that's a bad idea, actually. I'm going to remember to do the farming tools as well. Okay. So harpies are the only ones with low resolve, and they'll leave a little bit slower than they might otherwise. Can I free up some harpies from some other jobs? The problem is we don't have a huge number of them. Okay, but these don't have to be harpies. I'm thinking if we move harpies over here... Okay, there we go. If I can just get them up to -4, then we can favor them and, you know, do some work with that. It seems like they benefit from the effect of the comfort engine, even if they're not in the comfort building, which I appreciate. And we'll reassign some humans to actually work on this farm shortly before the storm ends, obviously. Which I definitely will remember to do. We could probably take on this next set of people without cracking the next level of hostility. So maybe we just want to build for that real quick. And in fact, because we have extra buildings, like this 222 might not even... we'd have to build another frog house, but the harpies and humans are covered. So if we just throw down another house here, I think it is probably okay to use the stone at this point. Yeah, we're a little bit low. We do need to start working on the sea marrow. Things are going to get a little grim for the frogs. But frogs we can afford to lose way more than the others, I feel like. Alright, and at this point, this is starting to hold things up, so... I think trade and industry should be doable now that we have a proper geyser. So we can take a look at this and discover 2 forbidden glades within a few minutes of each other to lose some hostility and get some other stuff. The other option is, like, we don't really want to be making biscuits or jerky, frankly. So this is kind of a bummer. Yeah, I guess we'll take all at once. Again, this is rarely the problem, right? I think we're just going to accept the loss of a frog here. That's not even a frog I mind losing all that much. I definitely can't assign people. You know what? I'm just gonna take these folks, and we're gonna get things worked out. So we have some flour, not a lot of flour. All right, using some marrow, some copper ore. Yeah, in theory, we have a lot of people available, right? I'm gonna go ahead and assign 2 humans to the farm before I forget. We're gonna go for full participation here. Do I have a building producing flour? We just have a little bit of flour. So I guess actually maybe this is not a 3-person job if we can't be actively doing that very much. We're running copper bar production, but we don't need the other stuff so badly. And then coats we're gonna have a little bit of a problem with because we don't have a natural source of resin or dye, I believe. Right, and those are both, one of those is required for coats. And we also definitely want to get our tool shop up at this point. It could be over here. I guess this is fine. So at this point, even favoring the frogs doesn't actually get them out of the misery zone. So I don't really know what to do about that. They need to chill out, I guess. Okay. Are we almost done with this? We're close. We're close. And that's going to get us another blueprint, which will hopefully yield us a way to produce some of the important things we're missing. The provisioner is fine. I don't know that we need a way to make barrels, and we already have a way to make packs of provisions, but yeah, I mean, we need a flour building. All right, everybody runs back home. That event's under control. This event needs to get under control, and we're going to get some blood flowers. We're going to just deal with that. That's going to cause some hunger issues. So I am constructing the oil building, right? Or did I? No, we are not currently constructing the oil building. All right, let's prioritize that up a bit. But we must not have the materials for fabric making, right? We will after some gathering occurs. All right, let me do this here first. Frog work in the furnace left. That's probably not ideal. Okay, there we go. And here's Zidani Stormfeather. So we have a little bit of money to work with. Actually, yeah, before we make any deals with Zidani Stormfeather, let's grab this. All right, Fungal Guide's not very exciting. Stormwalker's not really a winner. Hidden Reward is pretty good. I think we take that, and that gives us a little bit of trade leverage. Sadly, she doesn't have any fabric, but we can buy plant fiber or algae and just accelerate that process a little bit. Were I to do something like this, we could buy dyes. Like, we can buy things that our solutions are made out of. We can't buy any ready-made solutions, unfortunately. But I do think just like grabbing a bunch of plant fiber is okay. Just because we got to get those fabric. We got to get the fabric rolling. And then what else? Do we want to... I wish she had some jerky, because we have to get a little bit of jerky. We have a need fulfillment there, but like we don't have an easy way of producing a lot of it. We could just take some porridge though. Oops, that's just right-clicking stuff here. Yeah, we could just take some porridge. Not even a huge amount, just enough to keep people reasonably fed. The thing is, we're actually doing fine on food right now. I should buy other materials. I should buy some dyes or something, you know? Something we don't naturally produce. Actually, very nearly the whole stack. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Do I have... Yes, we have the engine turned all the way up on this. That, I think, is very reasonable. Okay, I do wish that we hadn't lost the furnace worker. We just have a lot to do, you know? But this is going to be one of these. Oh, except I just gave her all of my... Right, I did just give her... Well, no, we have 15 amber still, because I guess trade route's finishing and stuff. We're good, we're fine, everything's fine. We can sell some berries off, but again, this is not like an awesome price. Continuing to sell stuff, I mean, obviously we're getting some trade and industry value for it. We are at... So was making connection, is it just have 3 levels, or is it's 3 different settlements have 1 level each? Okay, so mayor's income would be the best place to make trade with. So of course they don't want to give us any deals. So many Planksburg needs 5. So this route wouldn't get us there. Yeah, we are just kind of waiting for the right things to come along. I think I am in fact going to just wait a little bit more. Okay, may as well unfavor if it's not earning us any blue. Okay, let's get a little bit of oil production going. Prefer to use the leathers. Probably prefer to use the dyes. And then here, you know, whatever it takes. Probably, yeah, try to keep a healthy supply of this stuff around. And we're not burning it, right? We are not burning it. Okay. And then we can put a couple of frogs on pay for funeral and just get that done. And in fact, I will uncheck the coats for a moment. Let's make sure the oil gets made before we do anything else. All right, they both started the oil. That'll be enough oil. All right, and then we gotta like free some people up from other stuff. Y'all aren't actually making packs right now, or like this isn't a 2-person job certainly. Who else do we not necessarily need? We probably don't need all 4 of them going full strength at the mine. Let's get some of this building done. I do need to get some mining done as well, but that'll be a thing for a minute from now. This is why I wanted to have some extra workers sitting around. So I mean, like, blood flowers are cool and everything. They are going to obliterate our supply of food. But oh wow, man, that timer. Okay, I was not remembering them having such a very, very, very long timer. Let me pop one of you out of here. So global resolve, yeah, if we don't deal with the flowers, they will get worse. I might pull my haulers too. This is going to be really ugly, actually. Once we get this, event down. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get the event done before we have to deal with that again. This will be the only set of flowers, but that's still really ugly, and we're gonna be low on food forever. At least running the flowers at the same time, like, you know, you were going to be out of food anyway. being out of food 3 times over is not actually any different than being out of food once. Do we want to sell some fibers? I don't think so. Although, sorry, I do need to pay attention. We do need to make sales for mayor's income. Now it's 1. Now it is a single. Yeah, all right. Make that happen. That'll get us another order completed. And then I still need to free somebody up. We're a little low on combustibles. At this point, I can turn on oil burning. And I need to figure out like who is working, who could be working. This is probably not actually a 2-person job. Where can we save a person? I might actually go down to 1 person on the mine just to finish building stuff because we have so much stuff that I would like to get finished. We do still need to be bringing some lumber in because we need it for building things. All right, that is, I think, fine to turn in right now. Gives us another order completion. We have all of this stuff, right? Yeah, at this point, what we are mostly looking for is a service building, I think. And I think I'm okay doing a reroll for that. I think I'm okay doing 1 more reroll for that. Although, we don't have an incense building. The religion we'll need an incense building to be serviced anyway, and then we can produce some jerky here as well. Yeah, all right. Give me a smokehouse. And it'll totally be worth building it at some point. It's not amazing to do it now. We just have a lot of problems. We have a lot of problems that we got to resolve. Opening up the 2 glades was a little ugly. So these things are going to finish. They're going to overlap the storm by about 30 seconds. Which is not great, because obviously we don't want to be taking hunger penalties into storm time. But there's not really a ton we can do about it. Got to keep our eyes on. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and commit 10 berries to a sale here while we still can, because those are going to vanish in a second from the warehouse. We have a fair amount of this stuff. I think we can probably go ahead and make a big sale here. Okay. We've hit the hostility level necessary for unnatural erosion, unfortunately. But we did so as we got our oil production up. So I guess it could be worse. Here comes the storm, and let's see how ugly things get. We are completing coats. We do have a little supply of coats. That's certainly going to help. Frogs aren't feeling too hot. We are not producing a lot of porridge at the moment, and that is a problem. Okay. Or, also, this plague. This plague could be a huge problem. That's actually very bad. It's actually like a monstrously bad plague. We'll just go ahead and pay that right now, so that we don't have to deal with the penalty. We're okay on that stuff. Can we produce... So obviously it would be great if we could get the hostility level down. I'm wondering if this is another season where we need to fire some resources off. these are just about done. So these are going to give us metals, coal, a bunch of grain, which will be good for the soup. Amber, oil, bowls of paste. Yeah, this is going to be really good. Once these are finished, they're actually going to yield some pretty good value for us. We need to get our hostility level down some. Ah, and I can't sacrifice because of the baptism of fire. Shoot. I forgot about that. That is a dangerous one to take, I suppose, in this particular biome. Speaking of baptism of fire, where is that? We are currently not benefiting from it, but we have at least a couple of cysts up now. It would actually only take a handful to drop our hostility level. The Queen's impatience is climbing very slowly. Ugh, yeah, it may just be unavoidable. We're just gonna lose some people here. Are y'all okay, you are harpies already. Because if we can get the harpies to climb above -5, we can at least do a little bit of juggling. I think I am going to ring the Song of Hope. Slow down the rate at which people leave, because I do need them not to leave. Hostility of the Forest did fire. We burned enough things. So once we lose one person, yeah, we're gonna gain hostility, and then things are almost good even. Except the frogs are really unhappy. That's probably one of the most okay places for us to lose a harpy from at the moment. Okay, and that'll be the only harpy. We're never going to get harpy villagers finished at this rate. I think we can try to dance the frogs a little bit here. Oof, just a little bit though. The dance has been made very slightly more effective than usual by the slowed down retreat meter. That is actually, it's like a huge amount of resources for 5 amber, but it's actually not a bad deal overall. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Oh, hey. Also, trade and industry finished. Cool. Extra resource carrier for builders. Traders arrive faster. Also, just, you know. Well, I guess that's a dangerous thing to do because I just took away some of our impatience. I should be careful. Alright, so we need to take the maximum available number of harpies at each one of these offers. I think that's pretty solid. Here, it's actually the same. And I probably just want to grab the one that has the largest number of people in total. Plus, this one has coats. We're not maxed out on coat value, but unfortunately, it doesn't help the frogs at all. We are low enough. Yeah, we have enough frog housing that we'd be able to house the new frogs immediately. But taking on more people is going to bump the hostility level. So I guess we are waiting at least until after the storm. Okay, and we have a bunch of people who are not working now. A bunch of people who finished the important work they were doing with the blood flowers. So now that stuff's true, we need to get to work in our supplier here. Yeah, that'll do something. The only person working at the furnace left, which is annoying. I think at this point... Oh, look at that. We're trending toward positive values. Isn't that lovely? All right, at this point, we can take everybody on. All right, so where am I at? Yeah, I just didn't do the thing because realistically we couldn't. I don't think it would have been helpful overall to open up 2 new glades during that storm. I think that would have killed more people than we lost this other way. All right, so gain 1 copper ore for every 5 wood produced, but crystallized dew production is reduced. That's just free stuff. Don't hate that. An automated rain punk cart is assigned to every warehouse in the settlement to help transport resources. That's pretty fun. Global resolve is way up, but chances of villagers consuming twice the amount of food during a break also goes up. I mean, that's a lot of value. Generous rations is actually pretty compelling. Like we're getting a food production under control. Although I guess only so under control, right? Like copper extractor's fine. I'm actually just gonna re-roll these, I think. Calming in the forest is something. Hostilities reduced by 15 points every time you sell goods worth 30 amber. We do an awful lot of protected trade. We're gonna beat the value of this 1 resolve point so quickly on that. Unfortunately, I believe protected trade does not. Yeah, it doesn't count retroactively, but I think it's still very, very good. Okay. So we have a large amount of raw amber this time. I think like bonus clearance duration, just like making the good parts of the year longer is really powerful for sure. We could also buy. What else do I need to buy? I'm looking over here at the side. Like we need to buy tools. This would be a really great time for some tools to be sold. So of course he doesn't have any. I don't think I'm buying half a point of reputation. I don't think reputation's all that important. Like, I think we're going to beat reputation before we beat the seals. Let's go ahead and take the clearance totem. And also let's buy some resolve helpers and hold them until the storm, maybe? Like, let's do that. And maybe take, I don't know, a single incense. We'll take 2 incense. I'll give him. Wow, 1 copper ore wouldn't cover it. Brutal. I'll give him one sea marrow. Okay, and then we will turn off consumption of these things until it's storm time. Hopefully that'll be okay. All right. We are producing tools. Y'all don't need to be producing boots, probably. What we do need to do is refresh the number of woodcutters. I guess that's the thing. We could buy planks from him. His entire stack of planks isn't that expensive. And then let me think here. If we save 5 of these, we'll have enough to do a 2-point event in a glade and still make another hearth if we need to, which I think is probably pretty reasonable. And then I can generate. We can go packs of provisions to get the rest of the way there. Yeah, turns out it's exactly all of them. Okay. Feel free to just use those. Like let's get some tools produced. Let's open some caches and get some stuff done here. So in terms of caches, we have 2 mediums and wait, is that really it? All the caches are all the things I've opened? Do we really just have no, we have 3 mediums. Okay. So if we rip these open with tools, we'll need 45 tools in total. That'll satisfy Heart of the Forest. And then the level beyond it that cares about reputation generated from Glade events should be pretty in a pretty good spot, because that'll be like 2.25 there. Plus, we definitely got some stuff here. We definitely got some stuff there. Like we should be in good shape overall. We are out of roots to gather. It is true. Come back, friends. Okay, so we're doing all of our gathering now. We do still have lots of stuff that isn't being worked on. We're not really in position yet to take much advantage of that. Most of our buildings are being worked. We can start producing pie and also copper bars. Okay, that's worth doing. You can put someone to work. I guess, do I have... Yeah, I do have somebody here. Okay. Let me pull you over to here instead. You can help with this stuff. We can make the packs of provisions more efficiently, and then also do some of this. But now without the root income, I'm a little worried about how we're going to keep grain production solid. I don't really have a plan for that. Can we push anybody green? Not really. That's a shame, because we are 0.02 away from another blueprint pull, and I would really... Okay, it's fine. At some point, we're going to have to rebuild this. I guess start working on it. I do want it. But okay, we're gathering things. We're making food as best we can. We're pushing on all of our stuff. And we're being told we're low on food, but like, I'm trying. I'm trying my level best to eat. There's only so much we can do. Still need upgraded trappers camps, which we don't have. Yeah, it's nothing really I can do about that. Blight rot cysts have appeared. We could use, it turns out, a couple more of these. And that's nice, because she'll have enough stuff to burn to drop some corruption over the course of the turn. Yeah, the food stuff's rough. Obviously, like, this is the season where we're gonna start. The harvest is gonna start in earnest, right? Yeah. Okay. So we're pulling tons and tons and tons of food now. And then this is where all the pie gets made and stuff. We get to keep making sure that we are on top of our trade routes. We gotta remember for the purposes of keeping the queen distracted. As long as there's trade coming out of the village, the impatience grows much more quickly, or much less quickly. How many did I not put a limit on the coats? I didn't. You don't need to be making this. This is too many coats. We have so many coats already. Please calm down. I should probably let them make boots again. But we should put a limiter on that as well. And then we have quite a lot of boots, right? So I don't remember to pull that off, or pull the limiter off right before, probably about 3/4 of the way through this season, actually. Okay, wow, she actually got that done really fast. I didn't realize we had that much spare stuff around. Okay, well then we can probably... Oh, also 3 people don't have homes. Did I did space on catching up our home supplies. Okay, this is a problem. Frogs and harpies were good. The human population got a little high. We don't really want to make sales of this stuff. We could sell Yeah, this is actually a really good price. Do I want to sell 40 of those? Oh, we don't. I only have one pack. Okay, well, I will make that sale, though, because that is a good price. So, I can't help but notice that we're not getting a lot of tool production. Let's definitely turn up at least to the ability to double these things. Okay, sorry, their tools had been produced. The problem was that they were not getting delivered. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. All right, let's allow the clothing to be delivered. I mean, actually, let me not do this just yet. Let's throw these 3 in here and get 2 extra resolve from the Crown Chronicles and hopefully try to stay happy here. Fingers crossed. Can we make it through the storm without losing a bunch of people? Plague of locusts, I mean, there's absolutely nothing you can do about that. It's just... it's going to happen how it's going to happen. Okay, I think we're going to be good here because these are the values that we're seeing with people not fully clothed. Let's go ahead and pay the tax immediately so they don't have to think about it. Yeah, and as people go and get their foods and their boots and whatnot, that'll get resolved. Is that all of the things? I guess that is all of the things. Okay, well, we're gonna have to open up some more glades. Not a big deal. Now, opening up 2 glades in quick succession is one of the ways to finish the last to finish the last level of the seal. So I'm a little leery of doing it here, but you know, first of all, as a way to get stuff going. Secondly, as a way to complete an order. We don't necessarily need that order, right? We're probably going to be okay on reputation. So we're gonna need to open up some more glades somewhere. But my inclination would be to probably like come down here. And we have to remember, we're about to start breaking caches down, and this is going to give us a bunch of resolve really quickly as well. A bunch of reputation. I keep reversing those. This is not enough harpies, sadly. So if we were to go for that, we would need 1 more human house on top of the ones that we're already building. Gosh, I do need to just like clear some stuff out over here, huh? Okay, we need 1 more human house. And then 3 harpies, 3 frogs. 3 frogs would be fine. 3 harpies would require 2 more houses. And I think we are very close to literally not having space. In fact, we don't. We actually don't have that much room. So, since we're not at the we're not pushing the borders of a level of hostility over here, let's park the woodcutters down here and just demolish all of this. We got to get through all of that. And then once some of this stuff's been cut down, we'll plan the rest of the housing. I wanna get the houses on track before we have. Okay, she's firefighting. Before we bring the people on, obviously. And yeah, look at that. Not only are we okay during the storm, we're like really okay during the storm. We could probably bring those people in, actually. I think I will go ahead and make that sale just to keep impatience under control. But overall, I'm feeling pretty good here. Okay, they do quick work. place this like that. I'm gonna turn this house to face this way, pretending that that makes more sense. Where's the door? I think it's up. Okay, whatever, it's fine. And then another harpy house right there in a second. Okay, that's getting built. Yeah, I'm feeling some hope might be strong, but I'm feeling some okayness. We are running out of nodes real quick, though. That plague of locusts did not help. Okay, y'all can come over here and do a little bit of this. I don't know that we're ever really going to need roads out here, but we may as well. Okay, given how happy everybody is, I think it's time to pull some people in. Ooh, small press, certainly not bad. I think small press is the winner. It's certainly... The other ones are really not very compelling. And yeah, we bring in all of y'all. Should have plenty of room for you. And with that, we should be able to start pulling these down. Okay, that's one. That's two. And that is three. And we even have a bunch of tools left. And also you. Ooh, I would like this trapper's camp very much. Can I make that deal? I don't think we need the brickyard. I don't think we need the lumber mill. The answer is yes. Yeah, we have lots of stuff. So what am I doing? Sorry, I don't want that. What I want is 15 extra amber. Do I have trade routes finishing anytime soon? I don't. We have about a minute with her. So we could make 4 amber with this trade route within a minute. Oh, no, I only have 49 seconds with her anyway. So never mind that. I just need to buy 15 amber from her. Okay, we can make that happen. Actually, maybe we can make that happen. I think so. I can afford to put up all the reeds because we just put a gatherer's hut down in a new location for getting reeds. I don't actually need these 2 packs of crops. I don't know what they're for. We're selling them. We can sell a hell of a lot of berries to make up for the rest of it because we're about to have, like, you know, farming. Farming is about to occur. We could just sell a hell of a lot of berries. All right, I'm doing it. Hopefully this doesn't destroy us. All right, let's get a trapper camp going over here. And this could be, I don't know, this could be anybody. 2 of you, get it done. Hey, can we scrap these? Oh man, they're made of stuff. That's right. This is the thing I learned. I forgot that you can actually get value from those. Okay. So that'll get done, and all we're really waiting on here is these. Corruption is high, is it? Sort of. I mean, we're set for the number. We just have to, she just has to get the stuff made. At this point, okay, yeah, Baptism of Fire is starting to work. Protected Trade has already removed 30 hostility as well, which is fantastic. Brick selling, I think, is worthwhile. Let's just do that. So the other ones all got run first, right? This should be the last one to complete. Yep, there's 1 and 2. So we're going to be at like, it's going to read 3 or 4 points of reputation from Glade events, I believe. 4. Okay. And it's actually 4 point something. And unfortunately, we just don't get to know that. Standing level 2 with 3 settlements actually is something we're pretty close to. Yeah, we only need 2 more amber traded on this route and 13 more on that, which could be 1 good route, right? Where is this running from? Oh, okay, yeah. Actually, we're very close on that. Obviously, it's probably going to end up being this one, but from just opening another node, which we should do anyway. Also, we received a cornerstone. Bonus clay production is not terrible. Active trade route slots is kind of whatever. I feel like we almost never have all of our trade route slots running anyway. Recipes using rainwater have a 5% chance of producing double yields with every 60 fish scales or algae produced. So we have produced some. I wish this would give me more information on mouse over, you know? Because I don't know what this value is. And without knowing that value, you can't know how valuable Book of Water is going to be. I think I'm going to take... Traders arriving quicker is interesting because we already have a bonus to that. So, like, if I check our trading post here, 603... Yeah, we might be able to get it to the point where there's a trader arriving just after and just before the storm a lot of the time, and that's pretty fun. But I might prefer just like bonus to the clay that we're gathering. Anywhere that we're gathering clay. I mean, I think these are all kind of marginal, except maybe Book of Water, but we don't get to know whether it's good or not ahead of time, which feels a little silly. I guess I'm going to take Book of Water. What is our total? That's Ways of the Forest. Okay, it's after this point. So it'd be cool if we could get large fishing ponds going. Not impossible, but at this point you don't usually see gathering buildings, right? I think I will take a reroll here. Tavern's pretty good. Tavern's hard to turn down. And then we're probably just saving rerolls. Like, we're probably only interested in service buildings at this point. Okay, if we move this thing over to... Ugh. It's very difficult to find a spot. I guess we're moving it over to here, and we're opening up this glade. Do that. That is not the line that path is on. Yeah, that should work. Does the tavern actually fit in this space? It does, quite cleanly. Okay, so that'll be good, because that'll make it possible to push this to level 3. We can find room for all the other decorations, just sort of like sandwiched in between other buildings and stuff. Yeah, okay. And with that, I think that is maybe where we're going to leave it for this episode. It is taking me forever to finish these settlements now, but I think we're in a really good place with this one. I think we're going to get there. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we're going to see if I can remember that it's this, and then there's something else. I always forget the third one. And then it's just open to Forbidden Glades, right? We don't even have to finish the events. We should be able to do this. Come back next time to see how horribly wrong I am, and we'll see you then.